Potato stuffed with chicken, served with black beans. In this dish, we are going to saute the onions, and you can caramelize them if you want, or sweating is fine too. As long as they are cooked through, they'll be fine. And we are going to add some salt and pepper. Start to saute some onions, and all you need is a couple of tablespoons of oil. Again, any kind of oil would be fine. And what you got to do is make sure that your pan is hot enough before you put oil in it. Add onions to it and get it going. And as it's starting to saute, bay leaf, and some toasted and ground cumin. As you can see, the onions are cooking through, and it's getting really, really fragrant. So I'm going to open a can of black beans. So I'm going to add the beans to this. As far once it heats through, I'm going to add some water to it. You don't need to put a lot of water, just a cup would be enough. And when you do that, you can squirt maybe a little bit of ketchup in it. So I see that my soup base is boiling up. And what I'm going to do is now add the pouch of potato flakes. And stir it in. And bring it to boil. Well, that's all you need to do, just bring it to boil. And let me taste it to see if my seasoning is all okay. It needs a little bit of salt. And for me, I think it needs a lot of pepper as well. But when you're making for others, you have to make sure that you don't put a lot of pepper, and then let them add pepper later on if that's what they desire. So here you have, coming to boil, and let it boil. And when it comes to boil, all you need to do is let it sit for about 3-4 minutes, and then it's ready to serve. So I'm going to just cover it, and let it come to boil. So while these beans are cooking, let's do the potatoes stuffed with chicken. So I have here the potatoes that I'm microwaved beforehand and let them cool. And all I've done is mash them up and mix the rice flour, seasoning, and bacon in the potatoes really good. Mix them well. This is going to end up being an enclosure for the chicken. All I need to do is cut into small pieces so I can fill the potatoes with it. You can saute them further with the onions and some seasonings if you want, but I like it this way. As you can see, you know, this soup has come to rolling boil, and I'm going to let it simmer for maybe a minute or two. Then I'm going to turn it off, and at the same time, I have this pan that I'm going to fry my potatoes in. I'm just going to heat it up as I fill the potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a handful of potatoes, fill them with a few pieces of chicken,